Everybody, Drew Ammon here, back with you from LEX News as we bring you another Facebook Live report as we get for Commerce Lexington Salute to Small Business. Huge week. We got the awards launching coming up on Friday downtown. And so right now I've got two very, very important people with me here. Thea Mason is with Thea's Bass and Biddy Kitchen. We're going to talk with you in just a moment. First of all, congratulations on being one of the award winners. And we got Sarah Brock with us. Good to see you. So Sarah is with Forcht Bank, the presenting sponsor of Salute to Small Business. So first of all, I want to talk about your role a little bit. Just address that for me and tell me why it's so important to you to support small businesses in the area. Can't you that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been with Forcht Bank for about 11 years now. I'm the regional retail manager. And what I do is I support the Lexington, Richmond, and Somerset office, the frontline staff in taking care of our customers. And, at the heart of that is our small businesses. So we're very proud to be the sponsor of this and excited to congratulate all the award winners.
Absolutely. That was well done. You want to do the whole thing?
No.
That's good stuff. All good. Sarah Brock from Forcht Bank. Thea, I want to talk first about your operation, and let's go all the way back. I mean, what inspired you to get into cooking? I know you've been cooking since a very young age,
Yes.
So where did that all start?
It started with my grandmother and my Aunt Joanne. They cooked. We ate at the dinner table. They cooked from scratch. We had breakfast on the weekends, lunch and dinner during the week. My grandmother actually would leave. She was a school teacher, but she would leave our lunch each day. So when we came home after school, we had a snack for us to eat after school, and then we always had dinner. So it was inspired by that to bring families back to the table. And then when I got to Lexington, there was a niche I wanted to fill, which was food with a twist, which is what Thea's Bass and Biddy Kitchen is. We bring a twist to everything. We call it eclectic gourmet because it's not like everybody else's, which everybody is different. We all have a niche. But I wanted to twist it with the Thea and Detroit style with my family on it.
Love that.
Thank
Eclectic
you.
gourmet. Good
Eclectic
stuff.
gourmet, yes.
Do you have a particular food that is your favorite?
So my favorite dish to make is Thea's Kickin' Chicken. If you look at our menu, if you've been to our restaurant, everything's named after myself, my nephew, or the city of Detroit, because that is my hometown. But Thea's Kickin' Chicken is a sweet and savory baked chicken. And then we put a little brown sugar and some of our seasoning and spices on. It's really delicious. Parsley potatoes and my mother's green beans.
Good stuff. All right. Wish we had that with us right now. Let's talk a little bit about, professional roles. You worked in several of those, but
Yes.
What made you want to get this all started, this business?
Just coming to Lexington and not seeing that footprint when I first moved here. I was a student at Kentucky State University in the 90s. And then I came back to help with my grandparents as they retired. So didn't have a lot of things going on food-wise. Being from Detroit, you can get any type of food anywhere, any time of day. And so instead of complaining about it, I just said, I'm going to add to it. And so that's what I did. And that's how Thea's Bass and Biddy Kitchen was born. I wanted certain things, and I was like, look, I can't find it, so I'll build it. If you build it, they will come. So that was the concept, to do it myself.
Speaking of that process, it's in stages, right?
Yes.
So the build up to your first brick and mortar, right?
Yes.
That opened in 2024. Talk about that process, how that all played out.
The brick and mortar was actually a blessing. I started in Juliet Market Kitchen at Gray Line. And then we were able to move into the old social vegan space across, and it was a wonderful experience. We were there about a year, but we really enjoyed our footprint. It gave us a broader customer base. It gave us experience. We had to close in April of 2025, but that's the life of an entrepreneur. Those things happen. We're looking to relaunch in 27. So we just kind of taken a step back this year to kind of rebuild, rebrand, and see what we need to do a little differently. But ultimately, it was a great experience, and I have, no complaints. The only thing I would say is I think I would look at some things a lot more intricately. Definitely want to have more money in the nest egg. It goes fast. No matter how much you have, it goes fast. But overall, my experience was great. And shout out to Julietta Market, because that's where we started.
Yeah, it's a 24/7 process.
Yes.
You're always thinking about it, basically.
Yes.
Let's talk a little about the challenges, biggest challenges with a physical location. Any particular lessons that you learned?
Definitely learn a lesson. So upkeep, maintenance, very, very important, especially if you're in a storefront and that belongs to someone else. you don't know how much the previous person, or during the time it was closed, if it was a stall, how well it was kept up. So floors are really, especially cement floors, you think it's easy, but they get sticky, especially with the restaurant, things get spilled. Staffing, that's a huge thing. Like rotation in a restaurant, I didn't have as much turnover as some of my colleagues, but huge turnover. A lot of times I was the only person. I was the cook, the chef, the waitress, I was everybody. So it's a lot of curves, but they're learning curves, and they were great. So as a teacher, I'm being taught in physical time, real time in a physical space that belongs to me. So I appreciated that.
Really shows your versatility.
Yes, you have to be. Entrepreneurship is versatility and flexibility all day.
Absolutely. I think you talked about the timeline a little bit as far as some of the plans for 2027, but are we going to see another restaurant location at some point?
I don't think we'll see another eat-in. We won't do another eat-in. We're looking to launch probably more of a walk-up. If I do get a space that's larger, the footprint will be more or less where you can have events there, but it still will be more walk-up to go. Maybe a couple of tables, but that was another lesson learned. Overhead is extremely high, and like I said, staff turnover. So with that lesson learned, smaller footprint, less staff needed, it's okay. So I prefer the walk up, but we'll see. We don't know what the future holds or what God has for Thea's Bass and Biddy Kitchen. So we're going to do whatever we are led to do.
Gotcha. Segue here, just kind of thinking about, some of the programs you've been involved in. You've been really focused on youth and family-centered programming.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Everything. Completely family-oriented, family-based. My family is first and foremost, and education is my passion. Students are my passion. So all of that works together. That's what Thea's Bass and Biddy is helping families, helping bring that food to the forefront, because food is a big deal. So I feel like food, music, and education all go together. And those things are very important. Those things are very key for the livelihood of children and families. Very key. I'm getting a little passionate about it.
It's all good.
But
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, you can tell it's your passion.
It is. It is.
I appreciate you just, doing those things, outside of just what you do day to day as far as the restaurant. When you think about that educational piece, I can tell how it hits you.
It's important.
What do you try to convey in that regard?
The education is key. We need it. Family is key. And they just kind of go hand in hand. We need the support of the family. We need the support of the school systems. And they work together cohesively, whether people understand that or not. Because if I can't eat, if I don't have food, sustainability, I can't truly function in the educational environment. When students are hungry, it's difficult for them to focus. And it takes time. But if they have a good meal, breakfast, if they have good lunch and good dinner, they can handle it. They can work. So that's the key. I said I wasn't going to cry, but it's my passion.
It's all well put.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Things happen.
I'll give you a moment. But
thank you.
As we think in terms of business and what this particular week means, what Commerce Lexington is doing, and as far as Salute to Small Business overall, for you to be recognized as an award winner, what does it mean to you personally? What does it mean collectively for your business?
I'm really speechless. I can't believe it. It's humbling. It's amazing. And I just can't believe it. Little old me.
Well, it really shows, right?
Yeah.
You start writing something down. Might be just something you write down on a napkin, right? I got an idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here you were. Here you are now.
Yes.
So really outstanding to see that. Just kind of want to segue a little bit too in terms of, what you're looking forward to as far as this Friday, what the luncheon. Seeing all the people that are involved in this. Have you thought much about that just in terms of being shoulder to shoulder with other small business owners?
These guys are great. The panel yesterday was amazing, and to be in the same sector as these gentlemen and lady, and again, I'm much smaller. It's amazing. I'm taking it day by day, minute by minute. I'm looking at Friday in my head, and at the same time, I'm like, is this real? So we're still kind of in that fairy tale, can't believe it's happening thing. So every day I go home and I talk to my family, they're like, I'm so proud of you. And I said, I'm proud too, but I still think I'm asleep. Like I'm in a dream and I'm going to wake up one day and I'm like, that was a great dream. But it's very surreal for us.
Outstanding. Of course, the Hilton Lexington downtown, that's where this awards luncheon will be coming up on Friday. Sarah, get on in here. Bringing you on back, start to finish. Sarah Brock from Forcht Bank, again, the presenting sponsor of this week. Salute to small business through Commerce Lexington. Thea, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. All the best as far as your future. And, of course, just kind of turn the page here. We're getting set for a big one tomorrow. 10 a.m. tomorrow, we got another Facebook Live for you. That one's going to be with the Children's Law Center, our nonprofit community impact award winner. That's going to be a big one for you coming up on Thursday. Getting closer and closer to that awards luncheon that I mentioned on Friday. Again, one more shout out as far as how you can register for this luncheon. Go to commercelexington.com. Drew Raymond from LEX News. Thanks for joining us.